all started with Malcolm Hay having this idea. But Malcolm was disappointed that he didn't have a place where he could take young people and challenge them physically. And he heard about a man named Lou Fisher, an industrialist in New Zealand who had established a sail training scheme based on the British scheme in 1973. So this man, Lou Fisher, enthused Malcolm, and Malcolm enthused the rest of us. And we formed the Sail Training Association. And that's how the thing got going.
It took 22 months to build from beginning to when we had a sailing ship. They built it upside down, simply because it's easier to weld facing down than it is to weld facing up. When the hull was completed, sealed, they took that hull into the bay and turned it over with a big splash. And there were lots of photographs of that. Their technique for doing it, I think, was unique.
And the first sail training voyage then took place, I think, in about March of 1987, which was a very memorable voyage. It was down to Albany, and then from Albany to Esperance, where they ran into a storm, which was a harrowing experience for the young trainees, and it was a perfect introduction, we thought, to sail training.
Leeuwin is 30 years old this year. It's been sailing for 30 years. It's been a very successful ship.
It's a celebration that we're still here, 30 years on. It's a celebration of the thousands of young people that have had the opportunity to experience a Leeuwin ocean adventure. I think Leeuwin's value is in its capacity to genuinely change people's lives, because it is actually just about providing young people with an opportunity to expand and develop. I see Leeuwin as the catalyst for positive change in all young people's lives.
There's more to life than just pay packets and learning your ABC and arithmetic. And it is this rather indefinable element of education, the development of character.
They come on board hesitant to try the new things like climbing the mast, to handle the sails, to be responsible for actually letting go a rope or hauling on one. And by the time they've been
here a week, they are fighting for the chance to be the ones to let go, to be the ones to climb the mast. It's wonderful to see that transition.
Anyone who was involved with the foundation in its beginnings, they set out to achieve a program that was going to afford every young person the opportunity to realise their own personal potential upon a medium of a unique environment of a tall ship. That is still the Foundation's mission, and anyone who set out to achieve that can know, with all their heart that we've actually continued that mission statement, and even to have people who have been involved since the beginning be on message and continue that vision for the young people.
One of my lifelong friends, Malcolm Hay, when he told me what it was all about, and in particular, he told me the great opportunities that it would give to young people to learn something of the spirit of adventure, at the same time some discipline, I said, yes, I'll be in it. And Malcolm Hay, I'm sure, approached many others and got financial support, and the dream became reality.
Leeuwin's 30th anniversary is so special. It's a celebration of everything that has happened over the past 30 years. All those people, from Malcolm Hay, his passion, his dedication, Rory Argyle as chair there, Carol Shannon, who has put in decades of work, all those people who have loved this ship. It's a celebration of all that they have achieved. Long may she sail for the next 30 years.
My brother went on the Leeuwin even before we got involved, and he helped inspire us. And he told this story that, they woke up, it was rough one morning, and he said, I've got good news and bad news. The captain said, I've got good news and bad news, and said, the good news is there's land 3 miles away, but the bad news is it's straight down. And so, when young kids hear something like that, they know they're at the element's mercy. They know that they're at one with nature. They must manage, they must character build, they must act as a team in order to get to dry land.
I think for anyone to have an outward bound experience where you perhaps are frightened or you think you can't do something and actually in the end you achieve that, that's what the Leeuwin gives to people.
That youth has learnt the critical element of success in life, that it's not failure which is a worry, it's not trying. That's the worry. And when they try, fail, then succeed at the Leeuwin, we're building a future leaders of Western Australia.
It's a wonderful experience that should be available to all our children and those growing up. It's not a cheap, easy ship to maintain. The programs are not easy to deliver, but with the passionate support of donors and sponsors, I'm sure it can be achieved.
And I would like every young person in Western Australia to have that experience. But we have to make it financially possible for them. And it can be done. The future deserves every effort we can to perpetuate this idea of an adventure at sea for our youth.